Hello, this is Wojciech Pietrzak again. I am now going to play a friendly game against an opponent whom I already defeated in the ITSL League. It's P111, it's Lukáš from Czech Republic. Before I start, I'd like to ask you all who are viewing this game to follow whatever the government says about fighting the pandemic coronavirus and stay at home unless you absolutely have to leave it. Please enjoy your Twilight Struggle games, enjoy watching my games, watching other people's games, playing games, enjoy watching TV, reading books. Do not put your and other people's lives on stake. This is important, and I am an anarchist. I usually boycott whatever the government says, but this situation is different and I am kindly asking you to follow the instructions. Thank you and have a nice watching. We are going to bid this time, and as usual I am going to bid +2. We have to agree about the time limit because we haven't done it yet. I have USA and I have +2, and I have quite nice starting hand with red scare and middle list scoring. He didn't reply. Oh, he did. 60 is just about enough to comment and play a nice game. Well, of course, this is not a tournament game, so if he exceeds time limit by several minutes, I will not complain about it. I will complain if he goes below 25 minutes or so. Well, middle list scoring it is, I guess. This is far too good hand to play just red scare. Vietnam revolts. This is always hurtful, especially if he has duck and cover to perform coup now, because it grants him instant Asia domination. Okay, since I didn't headline red scare, this is just a 4-ops card. This distal is a hold unless blockade goes. Captured Nazi is a space, is an event. Korean War is probably an event, the goal is probably an event. But let's check what happens. I would like to play the goal fast, and I will probably do it because desalinization is always some kind of insurance policy against blockade, and this allows early France takeover. Of course, there's always Suez, but Suez is not as terrible. That was interesting. Defcon remains at 5, and if I coup Thailand, he can always counter coup with the China card worth 6. So I'd like probably to coup some lower stability country in Asia. Because what else? Okay, one option is 2 Malaysia, 1 Philippines, 1 Indonesia, and let's check who's gonna dominate Asia. But the drawback is that he has Vietnam revolts and he has China cards, so he's privileged. in Southeast Asia. If I coup Laos, Cambodia or Vietnam now, he may counter coup. He still dominates Asia even if I succeed, but at least it creates some sort of crisis for him. And if he scores Asia, okay, he gets points, but I get initiative. I think I'll coup Laos, Cambodia because it provides access to Burma and India. East European unrest because I don't have any other decent cards to coup. It was nice. I have East European unrest and 5-year plan. Korean War is to be played and immediately responded in South Korea regardless of the result. De Gaulle is to be played and immediately responded to France, and Red Scare would be somewhat wasteful. This changes a little, because now Korean War is not as convenient to play and it's probably going to be spaced, so another coup, this time in Vietnam. And it succeeded again. It may seem that these sixes are not important, but in fact they are. It's going to be much harder now for him to retake these countries. For example, it's very difficult psychologically to decide to use the China card for coupping Laos, Cambodia or Vietnam. Actually, this is a very weird fight for Asia. If he, for example, coups Vietnam and fails, I may play Red Scare and attempt to realign Thailand and Malaysia, and if I do it, I have access to Thailand and he has not, regardless of his next move. Of course, I don't have any good cards to fight for this access, but well, we can't have it all. Maybe I should have used captured Nazi scientist for this coup, but first thing is I don't want to get rid of this event just for one op, and the second thing is I couldn't expect so good rolls. Because with East European unrest against Laos, Cambodia, even a 1 would be successful. Against Vietnam I only needed 2. With captured Nazi scientist I would need 3 and 4 respectively. I once again ask you to avoid moving if you can, and to stay home, enjoy games like this one. Subscribe my channel, subscribe Ziemowit's channel, subscribe Janusz Schulz's channel, and just don't let the virus kill you and your grandparents. Okay, Korean War can now go as an event, so... or maybe not, he doesn't have mill-ups. But what else? I don't want to spend Red Scare Purge yet, so yeah, let him have them. Fortunate, but he deserved a 6 after my 6s. It's quite unusual that Defcon is at 5 and I already have mill-ups and he does not. Nobody wants to be the first to coup Thailand. He is the first to coup Indonesia. Of course, he had to succeed. And now it seems that red square is the best remaining I have. Now it's important to roll a good one. And I rolled quite poorly now. So okay, he won Asia. Unless he has 2 scorings now, or some unplayable cards, or some poor hand. But what was this oof about? Oh, yes. Yes, now he can't coup. He can't secure Thailand because either I have access or DEFCON remains where it stays. He doesn't know that I don't have good cards. Of course, if he plays something like 2 to Iraq, I face the same dilemma, and he doesn't have to know my hand. I mean, I can either go to Thailand or and risk it being couped, or I can coup and give him access to Thailand. But if he does things like this, I will just play Captured Nazi Scientist. I'm really thinking about playing de Gaulle in my last action round and not secure France, because with DEFCON at 4 it's going to go back to 5 and France will be realignable. Of course he has the first move, but then I have a reply, so if it was the last action round with DEFCON at 4, de Gaulle for the event and then 1 to France and 2 to Thailand look reasonable. Quite reasonable. The main drawback is the option of duck and cover, either to France or to coup Thailand. But he probably can't deny me both, unless I get no cards with 3 or 4 ops to short France, no playable cards. He's thinking quite long as for a 60 minutes game, but of course it's not a tournament game, so the time isn't as important now. I mean, I'm not gonna claim victory after an hour if the game is still interesting, or if he deserves the victory from the map and victory point track. Sorry. The most secure option. Asia is dominated by him and I can't do anything about it without giving up the goal, so I'm going to play this, because the play mentioned earlier is decent only as the last play of the turn, and this provided DEFCON stays at 4. Sorry. Ouch. Oof. Oof. That was very nasty, because now the best de Gaulle can do is to secure France for good. and this doesn't provide domination in Europe and doesn't stop him from dominating Asia. With DEFCON at 4, I can't leave France 1-1, because he simply takes it and has a counter coup to my coup. Oh well. It was a risky and good move of him. So, Asia is a little chanceful, with some help of maybe US Japan, maybe China card. Anyway, I have to fight for both regions. Marshall Plan should secure me domination in Europe on the spot. He may have blockade. He may be able to play CIA with impunity. He may have decall and defectors. Fortunately, the 6 and 5 in Laos, Cambodia and Vietnam render them immune to decall, but access to Burma and India is not secured. I am going to fight for Asia. Suez crisis, damn, the only thing messing up with my European domination. I could recover. And denying me access to Egypt and Lebanon. Somewhat hurtful. Okay, so US Japan is no longer playable as an event because I simply lack ops for everything. And I must spend ops quickly. What? That was wrong. I mean, I thought that was wrong, but yes, of course, taking France was right, but that was wrong about not removing me from Israel. DEFCON at 4. What are chances of coupping Thailand? One-third of success. Because only controlling is success, everything else can be met with his direct influence placement. Okay, so let's first... I'm not really in danger of losing Europe, so let's first attempt to draw in Asia with minimum effort. Of course, it's a speculative draw. I am still losing by 3 battlegrounds, but by draw I mean that he doesn't dominate. The real draw requires Japan, India and Pakistan. This is 8 ups and hope for no successful Indo-Pakistani war. But with DEFCON at 4, at least I hope he can't go to Pakistan with impunity. If he has duck and cover, I'm gonna be angry a little. So many things to do. Perform coup, lower DEFCON, go to Lebanon. I guess I have to play China card because I have no time to go to Egypt, so I have to hold Nassau and I have to hold the Distal. This means I have 3 rounds for ops placement. Damn it. And I have not too many ops now. Okay, Pakistan plus India is vulnerable to coups. How much is Indonesia? Europe is -1, Asia is -7, then I have to fight for it. Maybe I can bet cooing Malaysia and then realigning Thailand, but he can drop Defcon at any time. Okay, I'll be greedy now. Somewhat successful, could be worse. At least now I have some mill-ups. Asia is a little drawn. Oh, damn it. He knows far too much now. Mainly because he knows that I'm forced to play 2 scorings. So, okay, Europe is going now to make the hand more flexible. And now I have 5 and +4 plus Asia. I have 2 plays with 9 ups to draw Asia. Good thing is he doesn't want to lower Defcon to 3 unless he coups me from Iran. I'm thinking about direct Malaysia takeover by China card. This provides quite nice position for realignments. Oh no. Whew. Okay, let's look at it first. Now, he needs 2 countries to regain domination. Actually, it looks good. It sets up good realigning positions. I really don't like his combo with Suez and nuclear test ban and his South America position, but actually it's just like if he had Distal. I hope he doesn't have Decal now, because Burma, Malaysia, Philippines, that would be a little crippling. with this speed of playing, I think he may have problems to not lose on time by the engine matters. But this is an interesting and very unusual game. Games hardly ever go such way. I would really like to have US Japan my last play, setting up some realignments against France, but I can't afford it, apparently. Well, I feel I can't also afford... Right. Options. Coup Pakistan. If fails, I lose Asia. Second option. Realignments. Indonesia is at 0, Thailand is at +1, Malaysia is at 0, but if Thailand is lost by him, Malaysia starts being at +1, then Indonesia may be even better. The most secure option, of course, is to go to India and Malaysia, making it one country in my favor, but then decolonization may cripple me as well, or any 4-up card may cripple me. Yeah, I'll take risk. Damn it. Yes. Yes. And Malaysia +1, a little downside risk, but damn it. So now he needs only 3 ups to regain domination, or 1 decolonization. It should have been much better, but realignment rolls always have very big downside risk. And with leading like 4-3, the downside risk is even bigger. Influence. Yes, 1 country was enough. Damn it. And I don't like this hand. Oh my god, oh my god. This is so bad hand to draw under these circumstances. Okay, let's see what he has. I don't really have better headlines now. He has duck and cover, which might be very cheap. I think I'll coup Colombia. Or maybe realign France. Yeah, why the hell not? 1 roll only. But if it succeeds, it's very good. If it fails, well, I am somewhat failed on this map. Okay, positive things. I can space decol. Damn, I cannot space decol. Unless I wait until he contains me. So blockade a hold card. I cannot hold blockade. if I want to play UN intervention. Damn, this is so tough. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Could be worse. Of course, now he can shore it up with duck and cover. Good thing is that with 4 cards, 1 point each, worth 1 point each, it is not too hurtful to get purged, but I really wanted to get rid of Destolenization for blockade and to space decal. If I were in his shoes, I would play duck and cover to France and probably Venezuela. Excuse me. Cooing. Successful cooing. Yeah, no hurry with France. He got it right. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I should coup. I don't really know which card to use. Okay. Let's give it a chance. Certainly could be better, but well. Okay, priorities now. Take Lebanon with Arab-Israeli war. Space Distal. After spacing Distal, I'll be able to know whether I can space decal if he plays containment or not. No, I don't. I have realized that I am going to get rid of blockade even if it loses West Germany. Yes, I know that you know my hand quite well. What else? I can try to avoid playing blockade at all. That was good. That must go first before he takes Lebanon. At least that. Good thing is, there are several cards he doesn't want to play. He has Fiddle, and that's okay for him, but he has 5-year plan, NORAD, Defectors, and Containment. And, well, Defectors is just one VP for me. 5-year plan. He probably would like to play it last or hold it. but NORAD is painful in the long run, and containment could allow me space decolonization. Sorry. Yep, defectors. Space-time. Failed. Damn. So... Yes, he realized UN intervention in my hand. I will have to suffer Nasser and lose Egypt. I am now waiting for him to space something. Now or next time, because I want to make sure he will play containment. Oh, why exactly is that? It doesn't really matter. NORAD spaced. Okay, I have to play 3 cards. I guess obviously blockade is played and suffered. No, you know what? Since he's spaced, the problem is now all the cards are 1-up, and if he plays containment, they all remain 1-up except decolonization. If I want to get this up, I have to play UN intervention plus decolonization last. But I wanted to play it now to go to Libya. However, this is easily coolable. So I think I'm giving up Middle East. Cooling 1 stops is always a good thing under purge, because you change subtracting 1 from value 2, 3 or 4 to subtracting 1 from value varying from 2 to 10. Blockade goes next. And UN with decol goes last. What does he have? Fiddle. 5-year plan, containment. 5-year plan is the only hold card, if he wants to hold anything. He may play China to avoid playing containment, but I doubt he wishes to do it. He can now recall my entire hand, because he knew I had decol, he knew I had blockade, he knew I had UN intervention, so now he only needs to add this thing up to realize I have the 3 of them, and to realize that containment doesn't really give me anything. -3, this is gonna be the result of victory point track after the early war, and that's not horrible. What the map looks like is horrible. I'm losing in Middle East, I'm losing in Asia, I'm slightly worse in Europe, in both Americas. I'm only slightly better in Southeast Asia. One IP better in Africa, and that's all. I'm technically winning South America now, but I'm worst placed there because he has access to Brazil, I do not. And he can easily get me off Colombia. Besides, I'll have to fight for West Germany. I mean, I'm not losing Europe so that it's controlled, because Italy is immune to brush war now. Yep. Predictable. Blockade, resolve event, and place influence. This is always worth to disable him from taking West Germany now. Of course, it's a pity that Truman is gone. I hope for 2 good realignments with decolonization after he gives me containment. Okay, now excuse me for a minute, I'm leaving the game running and I'm going to grab something to drink. Venezuela and France. Quite decent. He is now immune to Voice of America, denying him access to Americas. Blech. What the hell is this? Shit. I say shit and I mean it. Okay, Bear Trap allows me some cooing, but I would really like to coup Panama with something more expensive than Nixon, and I would really like to not play OPEC. Besides, Lone Gunman is playable then, but I don't want to show him a hand like this. Damn it. I have really no idea what to play. Okay, let's deny him this coup. The funny thing is that if I hadn't queued Panama, I could just wait here for him to realign me from South Africa and then play long gunman with impunity. He attempts to restart the game. Yuck. And he succeeded on first attempt. And discarded quite nice thing. Okay. Let's hope he gets... Blech. I meant he gets 2, not 3. These rolls are really nasty. The luck factor throughout this game is nasty at all. So what's the plan? Southeast Asia ASAP. It can't get any worse, but not better at all. No use to put 2 influence in Malaysia when I have so poor hand. Control Mexico, and if he replies in Cuba, bet on some lucky realignments. Of course, hold long gunman. Try to perform some lucky coup with Summit. Play Sadat for the event. Yes, I'm very glad you have so big hand and you have access to Egypt even if I play Sadat. How did you know that? At least now it looks like just a counterplay. Nixon realigning Cuba is probably my next move, unless he defends. In which case, Summit cooing is the next attempt. Another bad thing is that he doesn't have problematic cards like Voice of America or Grain Sales to Soviets, because for Bear Trap he discarded only puppet governments. I wonder where exactly did I play wrong this game. Can't really do anything about Africa. Damn. Goodbye if you have Asia or Middle East. I know I could play Sadat for such case, but I don't really... Oh! I'm still alive! Huh. South America kills me now. How nice! Asia kills me now. Everything kills me now. Europe kills me now. He doesn't have South America because he would have played it now. Yuck. Okay, seize the initiative. This is most important. If he plays any scoring, I may hope to get some hops to make up for it. He headlines Junta. I must say, I don't remember as unlucky game a long time. Okay, there are several good things. One good thing is that he can't play Brezhnev Doctrine anymore. The second good thing is that he doesn't have any 4-up card. The bad thing is that he can react with Junta for what I play. The good thing is that I can deny him Battleground Coup. The bad thing is that it doesn't matter because I rolled 1, damn it. I had my lucky rolls this game, I don't have them anymore. Okay, with or without Colombia, the scoring is killing me now. I hate it that this camera is hiding the chat from me, and I have to... and I have to write empty messages to see what's there. What he's writing suggests that he has a scoring. The worst thing is I can't do anything really about it. I mean, I can realign and count on emptying 4 countries of him. Really undoable. Yeah, he does have it. Meh. Oh, Asia. How nice. Well, thank you for watching. See you next time, and remember to follow what I asked you at the beginning of the game. No moving unless you need to until we stop the pandemic. See you next time.